Headline of Magic. It's time to go live. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna show you exactly how we can get into doing a sun visor for a Jeep Cherokee. Now this is one of the ones that will work for all of the old ones up to even up to the new ones. They're basically all the same. So if you look here, we have basically your sun visor with a mirror in it, and we will be wrapping this thing. And to kind of give you an overview, this one's already kind of taken apart. I'm going to show you exactly how we get this to this degree, and then we're going to wrap it in this nice charcoal headliner material. So if you guys pay attention here, this is one that's already out of the vehicle. It's still all wrapped. And all you're going to do is basically rip off this old visor. And it has a little seam here in the center, you'll see here. And what we're doing is just pulling it right out of there. Once we get it ripped out of there, then you're right here to where the mirror is left. So you open it up, and all you need is something like a flathead screwdriver here, and we're just going to pry this front lip up here. Let me grab the scissors. So if you look here, I'm just going to jump in there and pry this thing right out of there. There it is. Once that mirror is out, remove the cloth, discard it, and we're at the stage that I mentioned here. Now the trick to this and being able to open it up and have it to this degree is that if you look here, there's these little smiley face openings, and you're going to use your sharp utensil and basically reach in there and pry this thing out of the way so you can open it up. So I'm going to reach in here on the first one and get it from this side. Might be a little easier. And just start releasing those tabs in there. Once you got it opened up to that degree, you want to be able to easily notice that there's little teeth grabbing in there, and that's what's going to hold the material in place. In this particular one, you really don't have to use any glue or anything. Once you snap it back together, it's going to be pretty much there. But we're going to bind it. I like to put a little glue along there just to make it easier to snap everything back together. But at the end of the day, it's going to look beautiful either way, whether you use glue or not. And doing sun visors, you really only need a half a yard of material, because when you measure from the edge, folding it over, you only need about this much material. So we're going to go ahead and cut us the material we need. Get this excess out of the way. And as you see, we're ready to go. Now real quick, you want to make one little cut, and that'll be just so this mounting bracket will be out of your way. So you come in here and make a little cut like that. Take it, slide it down in there like that. And now you can pretty much sandwich this thing. And when you look, we're halfway home. A little fine tuning and we'll have it all the way there. So now we kind of got a little small of the gist here. What I want to do is show you exactly how we're going to start gluing this thing down. Like I said, you really don't need the glue, but I use it just so I kind of have everything in place, because you can sandwich it all together and tuck everything in, and you'd be already at home. I'm gonna go ahead and trim you off a little bit just so I can get closer to the size that I need. And the other thing I'm going to do that's going to help me expedite this as well is I'm going to go ahead and get this mirror coming on the outside. And so to do that, you want to kind of guesstimate where you want to be, but I'm going to use a razor blade to make my incision. I'm going to make a small little X. And the X is not going to be quite the size of the full mirror, but just enough that I can pull the mirror through. Now, you see I got that mirror on the outside already. Now we're going to go ahead and start our first initial gluing. And since this is contact cement adhesive, we want to put a little bit on both sides. It's not going to take much. Right. Sorry, it's starting to take shape, as you can see. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to shape this up just a little bit more. And what I'm feeling for is for the edge of this thing, because I don't want to cut it too small. So I'm going to come in here and give it some little slits there to give us a little bit of relief. Feeling for this corner. Feeling for this corner. And now we'll refit our mirror back in there. Voila, magic. All right, so we're halfway home. Still, we're gonna do this. We're gonna wrap this other side real quick, and we will be completed. I'm going to use my tip of my scissors here to tuck these little edges in. Give us a nice, beautiful finish. Then I'm going to come back with my razor blade and get rid of some of this excess material that we got in here just by cutting it away like that. That way we don't cover up our little clips, the locking tabs in there. Then all you do is snap this thing back together like so. I'm gonna cut away some of this excess, which we have a little bit extra here. Need to cut it on both sides, that way I make sure I'm not covering up my locking tabs. All right. And there we have it, guys. Nice, beautiful visor wrapped in our charcoal headliner. Thanks for watching. It's Headliner Magic. You can check us out on our YouTube channel, Headliner Magic, or give us a shout here at Instagram on Headliner Magic. And we look forward to hearing from you. If you need any tips or tricks on how to do stuff, hit us up. We won't mind dropping you a quick video on stuff like this. Love to hear from you. Thank you.